Invade our space and privacy? I'll make sure you enjoy it one last time. My 20 paternal grandma, 70, is the landlady's secretary of the apartment complex we're living in. We don't live in the same unit because the one we live in only has a single bedroom. So it's just me and my parents. And I sleep in the living room. We are neighbors, however. And she has a key to our house. Which is a problem for everyone because she just enters whenever she wants. And before you ask why don't we just change the locks? You need to have permission from the landlady. Which means you'll have to go through her. Add locks? She won't stop knocking, and it became a problem with my dad, who couldn't open the door from the outside when we are still asleep. My mother and I have always had a problem with her because she's too demanding about chores. This is why in the last decade and more, we moved houses to houses just to get away from her. But we ended back here because of financial problems. Her constant meddling with the way our household works and our chores is becoming a problem again. Unlike before, we cannot clean the house every day because my mom is no longer a housewife and I'm already in college and classes usually end in the evening. My dad has a night shift and weekend shifts, so he comes home in the morning and would rather sleep. In short, nobody has the time to extensively sweep the floor, wipe everything clean, mop, etc. We do clean, but not like my grandma, who wants to move everything just to get into every nook and cranny. So my grandma does it for us, as a favor, and it has disrupted me during my online classes and during my mom's rest time just to ask us to help her. My dad has not experienced it personally because my grandma just respects her son more than us, and whenever I drop hints that I don't want her here at this time, my dad defends her when she notices. Yesterday, my dad came home late and grumpy, and proceeded to go to bed. My grandma did not visit us the last few days, so we just kinda did whatever we wanted. But then she saw the mess and decided that she will clean while my dad was asleep at around 2 p.m. Because I was not in my online class yet, I complied and helped her with the chores, which included sweeping the bedroom. So naturally, she turned the lights on, had to move stuff around, turned the electric fan off. We don't have an air conditioner and we live in a tropical country. And this, of course, disrupted my dad's sleep. My dad sat up, furious, and walked out. I didn't say a word. He was not supposed to wake up until 5 p.m. and he cannot go back to sleep easily, and I knew this. My dad shouted that she's being disrespectful of everyone's time and she knows it's wrong to disturb him, especially because it's not easy for him to fall asleep. Grandma tried guilt-tripping him, but my dad was just baffled with her audacity to be mad at him. My grandma hastily wrapped up the cleaning and left the unit, almost teary-eyed. I know, like every other old person, she wants to feel like she still has a use in our family. But she just ends up being extremely disrespectful towards us just so we can live up to her standards of clean. I thought this was gonna go the same route that I took when my mother wouldn't stop opening my mail and packages. She claimed she didn't always look at who they were addressed to. I started buying dildos. They got weirder and weirder until she finally stopped. And when she would bust into my room in the morning, I started displaying them on the bookshelf. Some of them could legitimately be abstract sculptures. One of them is now a doorstopper because it's just so absurd. Eventually she did stop opening my mail, and she did stop bursting into my room. But now I have a small collection of weird dildos. And only one of them has a decent enough suction cup to hold my shower caddy. Worth it though. Just a thought. Be sickeningly sweet and sit grandma down and ask her to help clean the apartment on. Pick a day that works for you guys. Just one day. That day you guys really need the help on that one day a week and at that time for a certain number of hours. Be really firm. that day and time only and stop her from entering and get the key back. She saw the result of waking up Dad and make sure she knows. It absolutely cannot happen again. So on that one day and time, someone will have to be available to assist. Yes, can't be helped. There are the good parts. Number 1, she gets to help and that she is appreciated. She gets a warm and fuzzy reward for helping. Number 2, the house gets cleaned. And to her standards, more warm and fuzzy rewards for her. Number 3, she feels appreciated and now it is under control and you actually do need her help, so you guys get a warm and fuzzy too. And a clean house to boot. The con is that someone has to help. And that is a guess who question. It's one thing to want to be helpful, and another thing to be a nosy intruder and guilt-tripping others to let you do it. She can help out without being overbearing. At least she finally irritated the man she worried about. She'll be in check for at minimum a week. A week of possible peace. Thumbs up, light skin tone. I'd carry her desk outside to clean under it while she's trying to secretary. Clean good. Vacuum and then carpet shampoo. People want to be living and interacting with family all the time and all I ever hear is complaints. I want to be free and appreciate my parents and siblings without hassle. Gah.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.